EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Lions of Toronto. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready, break!
Going to the air right away, Hooker.
Flushed out right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Trap 50, trap 50. 7 Pirates.
Hooker's going to throw it.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10.
18 Rattler. 3. Ready, go. Ready.
Hooker.
And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 22. Escapes the defender. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 1st down, Walters eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Walters.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
They'll try again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Hey, check that. Street.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Lions have 4-10 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Hooker to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Able to push his way through. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots, and here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd down. Walters.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
With it is Jackson. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing. Hooker. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Right there, hurt. Pat the street. Johnny Lions. Dragon 60. Let's go.
3rd and 2, here's Hooker. That is caught, and he is going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now?
But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Walters. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Walters.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now we'll throw here to his running back.
He's got room to roam.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. 23 yards the pickup there.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And which
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line. Hey! Buffalo 18! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
Here's Hooker.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got his man. It's caught for a touchdown.
Jamison Williams,
His 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and 9.
Play action. Walters. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Walters. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down to about the 22 here.
56 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Let's go now. Three.
Hooker now on 1st down.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hooker now off play action.
Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions are back within a score. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, check that. Street.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, start.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Check mash. Ready.
Another run for Gibbs here. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Mustang 19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
79 Broncos. Warriors 70. Panther 11.
On 3rd down, Hooker. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 19 Lion.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense. Just take care of it, and you've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off play action. Walters. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Here's Jackson. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Check smash, check smash. Cup 19, cup 19. Top below 18.
Hooker now, 3rd and long. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
Keep in mind that it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage. He wants something extra in his repertoire.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there.